Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Absolutely no people asked for this video, and that's the whole point of my channel, is that the videos I make are unsolicited. That's why it's called Unsolicited Stuff. Today I have for you 6 outfits inspired by the 1960s, because I have been watching a lot of the Netflix program The Queen's Gambit, mainly because I really like 60s fashion. I like lots of things to do with fashion. There are a few things about the 60s that we'll probably leave behind, such as the segregated societies, stupid amounts of racism, and if you're in Australia in the 60s, then the First Nations people were not counted as people on the census, they were counted as animals. So let's all move on from that, but there are some cool things that we can draw from 60s style and fashion. So I've got my winged eyeliner on, my lipstick ready, my headscarf on. Let's dive into it. Okay, starting with outfit 1. This is just my usual t-shirt and jeans that I wear around day to day. The t-shirt is from Uniqlo and the jeans are Levi's 701s, which, fun fact, were the first 5-pocket jean designed and crafted for women. The pattern is originally a 1950s pattern, and Levi's still make these, which I think is pretty cool. I am almost certain that the character of Beth Harmon wears this exact cut in a few of the scenes, but I couldn't find any screen grabs. But to get these jeans from 2020 and into the 1960s, we need to cuff them a whole lot more than they are already. Yes, I have very short legs. The guy in the fancy jeans shop did it this way, so that's just how we know it's a legit method. Basically, do one big fold halfway to where you want them to be, then fold the rest on top of it. These are some flats from Whitner with a nice tortoiseshell detail that has a vintage vibe, so that works. Next, I'm adding a silk headscarf, which is an accessory that pops up a lot in the show. I'm just folding it in half and then over and over until it's a long strip, then around my head. You know how the tying things works. The scarf belonged to my mum, and I like how the white background goes with the t-shirt. And the colours have a bit of a 60s vibe to them, even though the scarf is technically, I think, from the 80s. Finally, I'm gonna add some big sunglasses, and voila! You have a 1960s vintage style outfit. While I probably wouldn't wear this around because it's a bit of a cliche, I think it's pretty cute. For a different colour palette, I am just changing up the t-shirt to another Uniqlo t-shirt. Having something similar in a similar dark tone to the jeans elongates the shape a bit, especially considering how cropped the jeans have become. The warmer tone is carried through a different paisley headscarf, which is definitely a pattern that fits with the 60s, 70s theme. And there you have outfit number 1. Next up, I'm just changing out the jeans for this blue pleated miniskirt. The skirt is from Princess Highway, which is a brand that is driven by a very 60s, 70s vintage philosophy. I actually have quite a few different pieces from Princess Highway, but if you wear them all together, you end up looking like a bit of a caricature, so I try to avoid that unless I'm making a specifically vintage themed video, like right now, as I throw on this Princess Highway cardigan. I swapped out the shoes for my favourite leather brogues, which have excellent detailing around the sides and toe box. This is a pretty cute outfit that would pass for pretty normal 2020 if you took away the headscarf. Outfit number 3 draws from inspiration from Audrey Hepburn, but since I don't really like wearing all black, I'm putting this striped black t-shirt with it. These black cigarette pants are actually something that I think I got from my mum. And to bring this into the 60s rather than 50s, I'm getting my favourite white headscarf back in action. But this time, it's going to act as a neckerchief, which I think is a pretty 60s sort of thing. I don't know, maybe Grace Kelly was around that. To get the really good, like, neckerchief air hostess vibes, you kind of loop it around the front and do kind of like tying a man's tie. And you just kind of pull it in there, and then it looks really nice and subtle. Changing it up, I'm swapping out the stripy top for a black turtleneck, which is a pretty classic 60s look. It's very sleek, but as I said, I don't really like to wear all black. The sunglasses add a bit of a glam touch, and then what do you know, there's a bit of a mod looking coat. I'm really surprised that all of these things come from my own wardrobe. This is my favourite coat. It has excellent bell sleeves and a lovely sort of open, full shape to it. The fabric is really detailed and there's lots of texture. Again, I'm wearing those flats with the tortoiseshell detail. As you can tell, I don't really own that many different items of clothing. Another element that pops up in the show is a pussy bow top. I don't have any pussy bow tops, so instead I'm just going to make one out of this scarf that I made. I made this at a dyeing workshop with my mum. She comes in pretty handy, that one. So basically I'm just kind of rolling it into a very skinny little tube, which I'm going to wrap around my neck and tie it into a bow. And there you go. It ends up looking kind of cute if you use the same colours. For outfit number 4, I'm taking it out of the monochrome and into the colourful world. This is genuinely an outfit that I wear around day to day and is extremely comfortable. This very cheap yellow turtleneck and these very comfy Revival checked pants are my go-to. They are stretch fabric and they are nice and fitted down the legs. I know that the 60s was the time of flared pants, but I say no, and I do not like how they are coming back into fashion. I lived through that once already in the 2000s, and I just don't like it. But to get this look into the 1960s, we probably need a headscarf. So I'm bringing back the paisley one because the colours go a little better with this outfit with the yellows and reds. There you go, that's outfit 4. But I do have a variation. I'm just changing out the top for this red ribbed number, which has short sleeves and is more appropriate for summer. And of course, because it's summer, you're going to need some sunglasses on your face. So you can do the twist like we did last summer. And if you're really feeling it, you can bring that down from the headscarf and make it into a neckerchief again. Just to really, hammer home that 60s thing. If I didn't know this wasn't a dress that was available in the 1960s, then I wouldn't know what is. This is one of my favourite dresses I've ever bought in my whole life. I've had it since I was 18 years old, so that means yes, I've had it for a whole 12, almost 13 years. It is super mod, super great, and it looks great with this coat too, and some cool earrings, and all of the textures and patterns just go so nicely together. And anytime I wear this dress, I get a compliment, and it's so cool. Here's a close-up of those nice bell sleeves I mentioned earlier, and a bit of that texture. I love how this coat almost covers the bottom of the dress when I wear it, and in winter I usually wear this with tights and a turtleneck. And to round things out with outfit number 6 is this dress that I made many moons ago. The fabric jumped out at me as soon as I saw it, and it really just goes to show that picking good fabric is half the battle with a dress. I love the low back of this cut, and the silhouette is pretty 60s, it's pretty modest, but it's also a lot of fun and a bit risque with that back neckline. One of the things I love about the show is that so many people are wearing flat shoes, which is so sensible, so here are my brogues again. I hope this video has shown you the possibilities that might exist within your own wardrobe for having a bit of a play or incorporating some vintage styling into your everyday outfits. You can really do a lot with your clothes that are already in your wardrobe, as I have shown. So I really hope that you did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Although wearing some winter outfits while it's heating up here in Sydney because it's November was pretty sweaty, but I'm here for it. If you like this video, tell your mum, tell your friends, spread the word, subscribe and please give it a like, and make sure you stick around because there'll be more coming at you. Bye!